Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today, very simple tutorial just to show you how to split and clean up text. If you are dealing with, for example, a bunch of names and emails that you need to split into separate columns, instead of doing this manually, you can split the text and use different separators. Okay, so let's say in here you have name, surname, and email address, and you need to split it by name in a column, surname in a different column, and then the email address. So very simple, we're going to select all of the text that we have here. We're going to come to data, split text to columns, and basically what this did, it automatically detect, you see here there is this little box, it automatically detected the separator, and they used the comma. If you remember, there was a name and then a comma. So that works for me because I did want to separate name and email. However, I still want to separate name from surname. So what we can do here, and this is not going to be perfect because if someone has two surnames, then you're going to have to do some manual cleanup. However, what we can do here, because there's just one name and one surname, let's add a column here. So I just right-clicked. Let me do this again. I select column B, I right-click, and I said insert one column to the left, because we want to give space for this one to be broken down into two, right? So we're going to select the data again. So I just select everything, and then we're going to come data again, split text to columns again, and now it's asking me what separator do you want. So we have an option. Before automatically detected it was the comma to be used as a separator. Now we can say use the space. So whenever you see a space, you separate the text. And that's why I'm saying that it's not going to work if someone has two surnames, because it's going to separate these two surnames into different columns. Okay, so I just use space, and there you go. That has worked, and I have now name. Here I can add surname and email. So that's very simple, and it can be done with very simple split text to column. I just want to, now, if all you needed was this, you can move on now. I just want to show you one complication. Let's undo, okay, and let's say John Smith Barnes, okay. So let's say this guy here has two surnames. So let's try again, and let's do the data, split text to columns, and let's use the space as separator. Again, you're going to see what problem this is going to cause. You see, it wrote over the email column. So it's not going to work 100% of the time. You are going to have to do some amount of manual cleanup. In this case, to avoid that, you probably just have to do, well, either you could hyphenate it here. This is kind of a workaround. So whenever you're separating, there is no space, so it keeps the two surnames together. Or if you don't want to do that, you can put it together again. Or if you really want to leave it separated, you're going to have to account for the column. So you would have to add another column here to make sure that it doesn't overwrite the email, okay? So then whenever you come and select it, and you do data split text to columns, and you use space, okay, then you have space for the second surname, and then you can correct, it's minor, you can correct it manually.